before I get into the messy, I just want to give a little toast to Catherine and I, our 10-year relationship, because 10 years is a long time.
10 years is really long.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
And her and I have accomplished so much together. We had 3 beautiful,
Very beautiful
amazing
kids.
children. I wouldn't change anything for the world, right? All of our ups and downs, all of our trials and tribulations, we really built something special, and I'm glad we're able to continue it still being the best of friends.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
Well, with that being said, life does happen. People move on, and, people don't know, people don't know this, but the past few years, her and I, we're struggling with our relationship, just like any couple does, right? Everyone, has struggles and goes through things. No relationship is perfect, but I think ours was a little different because it's in front of everyone, millions of people, right? It's all over the internet. We have businesses, we have 3 kids together. We have so many things that go on in our relationship besides just her and I, which can cause conflict. Believe it or not, but I don't even know if I should be saying this, but we're being honest. First fight that I had with Gib, when I went through it with that fight, around that time, her and I talked about separating then.
That exact time?
Around that time.
So you was getting beat up in the ring and beat up in your relationship. That's a double whammy.
Around that time. Very, very tough time for us, but we pushed through. We both decided that we were going to keep trying, work on things, and we ultimately put our happiness last and put our kids first. Mm-hmm. And that's what we were doing, for the last few years of our relationship. And it just got to the point where we felt that we were going to be much happier separated than together. And it took everything out of us, her and I. It's crazy because we've been through a lot together, and it wasn't just a overnight thing. Obviously, been together for 10 years, experienced so much together. It took time to get to that point where we both decided to pull the plug. And one thing about her and I, we always put our kids first, and it was a never toxic relationship. Nothing in our home was toxic. When we argued, it was really short, and then we got over it. But I will say, it was really feeling like we were more best friends than actual husband and wife.
Okay.
And so that's what it was leading towards. She was going one direction, I was going the other direction, and we just couldn't get on the same track.
So it was basically just the ending was going to happen no matter what, basically. Is how
the ending was going to happen no matter what. And we felt the timing made sense. And we didn't want to drag our unhappiness out for years to come. And we knew that it would affect our kids if we stayed together. And we felt that we were going to be much happier separated than together.
Which is pretty identical to our parents.
It is.
And I feel like you probably learned a lot from our parents when they finally separated, which we dreaded. We didn't want it to happen.
Yeah.
But once it did happen, it went from one extremely toxic home to 2 happy homes.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is, everybody knows that one toxic home is definitely way worse than 2 happy homes.
Yeah, and our parents are the best of friends today.
And they would not have been if they would have tried to keep hanging on for, fighting the good fight for another year.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have the relationship that they have now.
Exactly. And they show up to every birthday party, every dinner together.
Like you should do for your kids.
100%.
Making our growing up as normal as possible.
Yeah. And so when we decided to put out that mutual statement, I think people were really upset because of how cordial and how respectful we did it. And, her and I would never, it would never get messy to the point where it would affect our kids. We've always put our kids first, even when things were good. We've never, made up things or did things for views. We always kept it, true to ourselves, genuine. And the breakup was genuine.